at zero or I go, right? Hello, everybody. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountain deer. Oh, sorry. I can't. Are we live? There should not be a video yet. The video should not be. There we go. There's no video yet. Are we live? The video shouldn't be playing now. Who's watching out there? This is called live stream. The emphasis on live if you're watching. Technical difficulties. There we go. Well, my name is Trish Torline, and good evening and welcome to you. Thanks for joining us for the 2001 Kentucky edition of the Acoustic Guitar Project Concert Series. My name is Trish Torline. I am the curator for this region and your host for this evening. One guitar, 1 week, one song is the tagline of the Acoustic Guitar Project. It's an international songwriting project that originated in New York City and has spread around the world. And in each city, a guitar circulates from songwriter to songwriter, and each person has 1 week to write a song on that guitar. Our guitar is here in front of me, and capture it on a portable recorder. Then they sign the guitar and pass it to the next person. Now, once all of that has been completed, we call those the artist weeks. The next thing is the concert, and that's where we are this evening. We are having the finale concert. So all of the fine musicians behind me have had their weeks with Cedar, have written their songs, and I do believe the last one was uploaded to the Acoustic Project Guitar website today. I think Bryce's went live. So all of our all of our artists, all of their songs that they wrote for the project are now live on the website. So this evening, each of our singer-songwriters get to perform not only 2 of their original pieces, but also their project song that they wrote on Cedar. Before we get started, I would like to take a moment to thank Courier's Music World in Richmond and the Catalyst Music Group for sponsoring our guitar. And we named him Cedar, or I named him Cedar, because the wood on the back and sides are cedar wood. So to find out more about Cedar, let's watch this short video. Okay, our first artist this evening is Ashley Autumn. Ashley is a pop-style singer-songwriter and classically trained vocalist from Central Kentucky. With honest lyrics and upbeat vocal melodies, her sound has been compared by listeners to that of Sarah Bareilles, Colby, help me, Colby
Calais.
There we go, what she said, as well as Taylor Swift's older repertoire. She draws inspiration from her writing style and guitar playing from other pop artists such as James T.W., Ed Sheeran, John Mayer, and James Bay as well. Please welcome Miss Ashley Autumn.
Oh, man. Well, thank you all. Let me stop here. All right, so this first song I'm going to sing for you all is called Just Be. And it's just a reminder to just be in the present moment, especially just someone who deals with anxiety, just to let go. So this is Just Be. Why are you waiting for the end to begin? To see the wind that blows and brushes your skin. You long for better days, but it's fantasy. You try to break the flow, but you can't break free in this make-believe that's tearing your heart down. You long to be in a world that's not a reality. Your thoughts beyond the now are stealing your joy somehow. So stop and breathe for a moment and just be. Can you find your home in this endless world? To search for a brand new place, but it's been yours all along. Your reflection paints a face that you don't want to see. The life you dare to dream might never be in this make-believe. It's tearing your heart down. You long to be in a world that's not a reality. Your thoughts beyond the now, they're stealing your joy somehow. So stop and breathe for a moment and just be. Oh, in this make-believe, it's tearing your heart down. You long to be in a world that's not a reality. Your thoughts beyond the now for a moment and just be. Thank you. All right, and so this next one is called More Than a Lifetime, and it kind of sets up what this next song will be. But this is one that I wrote during the pandemic, actually, and it's a song called More Than a Lifetime, and I wrote it for whoever my future husband might be. Though I don't know your name yet, I still write you love songs. Though lately it's been so hard to wait this long, I know you'll be worth it when someday. And I will be the one to make you laugh till you cry. And I will be the one to hold your hand and dry your eyes. Just give us time and we'll share our lives, and I'll give you mine, 'cause you're worth more than a lifetime. Though you don't know my name yet, and true love doesn't seem to stay, though I can't stop those heartbreaks, I just want to say, please know they'll be worth it when someday. And I will be the one to make you laugh till you cry. I will be the one to hold your hand and dry your eyes. Just give us time and we'll share our lives, and I'll give you mine, 'cause you're worth more than a lifetime. More than a lifetime. Forever could never scare me, 'cause it's not long enough with you. And I'm grateful for all those heartbreaks that brought me closer to you when someday. And I will be the one to make you laugh till you cry. And I will be the one to hold your hand and dry your eyes. Just give us time and we'll share our lives, and I'll give you mine, 'cause you're worth more. Just give us time and we'll share our lives, and I'll give you mine, 'cause you're worth more than a lifetime. All right. Okay, so this next one, this next one is the one that I got to write on cedar. And this is falling down. I'm sorry. All right. But it's a song called How to Find the One. And it might sound like a love song, but it's kind of a mix of that and a breakup song. And so just in light of the song I just shared, this is kind of a little commentary to that, and it's called How to Find the One. You overthought sometimes, just like me, and played our favorite songs on repeat. You sang the melody and I harmonize, but it don't take too long to realize that I'm back to singing alone. At least I'll know how to find the one again and save my heart for someone better than you. Remind me how to fall in love again, so I don't love you. I don't want to love you anymore. You'd be surprised how deep you changed me, and I toured the places we both wanted to see. And since you ran away, we'll never speak, but I still chase the dreams that you believed I'd reach. But I don't like chasing them alone. At least I'll know how to find the one again and save my heart for someone better than you. Remind me how to fall in love again, so I don't love you. I don't want to love you anymore. God knows I've come this far. With new friends and this guitar. So you'll never have my heart. But I'm still scared to restart. At least I'll know how to find the one again and save my heart for someone better than you. Remind me how to fall in love again, so I don't love you. I don't want to love you anymore. Yes, thank you all.
Awesome. How about another round of applause for Miss Ashley? Awesome. Well, I've got the live stream pulled up here, and a lot of people are tuning in. Melissa Abney says, this girl has a beautiful voice and love her hair. So there, she says, thank you. Awesome. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Listen, those of you who are watching, please let us know where you are watching from. And be sure to say hello so we know that you are watching. Last year we had people from, all over tuning in and listening to our concert. So we sure would like to know that you're there so we can say thank you. Okay? Our next artists are a couple, literally. They are married, and they also perform in the group called Moral Tavern, and this is Amy and Jason Bowman. Jason and Amy Bowman are down-to-earth people who work regular jobs through the week. They love music, songwriting, art, and living peaceful lives. Their songwriting process comes from many muses, but they tend to write songs that are realistic. They thoroughly enjoy the music they make and try to make each show enjoyable for everyone in attendance. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Jason Bowman.
The title of our first song is called Virginia, and it's written for some people that really keep America rolling, and it's our truck drivers, and it's kind of from their perspective. Hit the road in a semi, stayed gone weeks at a time, trying to earn a living, get a little farther in line. And often I'd get homesick, drive with tears in my eyes, watching as each mile marker slowly goes passing by. Rather be in Virginia than on this road alone. Miles and miles I've traveled, nothing feels like home. No, I can't wait to see her only one more time. No matter where this road takes me, she's always on my mind. Saw what the highway offers, stayed away too long. Tempted in proposition, sometimes I wasn't that strong. And all the other faces never found that smile. Close to Virginia, with every passing mile. Rather be in Virginia than on this road alone. Miles and miles I've traveled, nothing feels like home. No, I can't wait to see her only one more time. No matter where this road takes me, she's always on my mind. No matter where this road takes me, Virginia's on my mind. The title of our next song is called Let Her Fly. It's about young'uns growing up and traveling, all kinds of good stuff. Piedmont Airport, Norfolk, Virginia, filing her nails and waiting for a plane to board. With a ticket heading west on a brand new adventure, Daddy wipes a tear as Mama begs her not to go, but they let her fly to Santa Fe to see the desert. Let her fly, let her wander, let her roam. And though they try. Well, they know she can't be grounded, let her fly. Just let her fly. She flew on out to Denver. There she met this fella, promised her a rainbow, tried to keep her home. He knew and she knew that it wasn't working. He loaded up her suitcase, now it's off to San Antone. Let her fly, because she don't need an anchor. Let her fly. Let her wander, let her roam. Though he tried, well, he knew he couldn't hold her. Let her fly. Just let her fly. Landed back at home now. Grandma's sick and dying. Had to show and see her last goodbye. And I know and she knows Grandma's tired of trying. Now it's time for her to spread her wings and fly. Let her fly to her home up there in glory. Let her fly. No need to wonder or to cry. Let her fly. She's safe in the arms of Jesus. Let her fly. Lord, let her fly. And now it comes to Cedar. Well, to say the very least, we're so honored to be nominated or asked to do this. It's wonderful. But we took it home and we sat down, and I just automatically came up with a melody from wherever. But then I thought Cedar, and it went back to a saying that my uncle used to say: the ground was poor, it only grows sage grass and cedar trees. And then we got to talking about our childhood and built the song out of it. It's called Sage Grass Serenade. On a dirt poor farm, they grew children and corn, sage grass, and a few cedar trees. We were just ticks running wild in the sticks, careless, barefoot and free. And I recall in memories how sweet life could be, and all I need is a melody to bring back that place in my mind. Now Grandma, her clothes on the line, supper was always at 5. Grandpa plowed an old bay mule. He would scold us for acting fool. And I recall in memories how sweet life could be. And all I need is a melody to bring back that place in my mind. I could smell the honeysuckle on a rail fence line, tobacco hanging fresh in the barn, reminiscing of days that have long passed away, of my youth there, life on the farm. I recall in memories how sweet life could be. And all I need is a melody to bring back that place in my mind. And all I need is a melody to bring back that place in my mind. Yeah, to bring back that place in my mind.
Awesome job. I tell you what, we got a lot of people tuning in. I got to do a shout out to Tin Man, who is watching from Joplin, Missouri. He drives a truck, and he's watching it from his truck. So, hey there, Tin Man. We have people from Woodford County watching, Irvine, Winchester. Thank you all for joining us. And Melissa, Melissa loves your boots. She says thank you. And Melissa loves the lighting of our stage. So thank you, Melissa, very much. We appreciate that. We had a very hard, long and theological conversation on the lighting of our stage. Thank you to Miss Jean Garza for that. No, she says, no, I didn't do that. Okay, she didn't do that. I'm just making that name up. This person does not exist. Anyway, again, thanks to everyone who is tuning in. I love your comments, and I know that our artists are going to go back and watch the broadcast and respond to your comments. So please keep it up. If you're just joining us, please let us know you're out there and tell us where you are watching from. We would love to hear from you. Okay, our next artist is from the hills of Western Kentucky, a Lexington transplant and singer-songwriter, Miss Alicia, I'm going to butcher this, Ferrari. I got it right, Miss Alicia Ferrari. She is a voice to be reckoned with. Straightforward folk style guitar is painted by rich tone and soulful melodies, inviting the listener to truly experience the depth of emotion. Look for her debut EP, The Stairwell Reveries, in fall of 2021. We're in fall of 2020.
It's actually winter now.
It's winter now. That usually happens with a project, you know.
Yeah, you plan and then, well.
I get it. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Alicia Ferrari.
Hello. I'm really glad to be here. Such a cool project, and pushing us to do things under pressure, which I work pretty well under pressure, so it was a cool thing. This first song is called White Flag, and I wrote this a few months ago. Well, I wrote the chords about a year ago, couldn't write the lyrics for about a year, and then all of a sudden they came to me. This one is about just sort of the inner dialogue we have with ourselves, how we kind of hold ourselves back, and just sort of, it can almost be like a battle. So. Back against the wall now, ready, aim, fire. A giant standing tall now, can hear the war cry, and I am surrounded, no one in sight, and round we go, just I versus I. Hold it now, lay your blade down, the blood on your hands, let it fall to the ground. Say I surrender. Let the white flag fly, rise from the ashes, victory in your eyes. Remember where I started, could never meet her stare. Teeth bared and broken hearted, battle scarred and worse for wear, and begging for attention. Just pull back the veil and turn to face the enemy, and find only myself. Hold it now, lay your blade down, the blood on your hands, let it fall to the ground. Say I surrender. Let the white flag fly, rise from the ashes, victory in your eyes. Searching for something, what will I find if I stop running? It's peace of mind. Thank you. All right. So this next one is called River Song. I wrote this down in the Red River Gorge during quarantine, when there really wasn't anything to do but look at nature. But I think it really brings us back to the simpler things. So it was a good reflective time.
River, sing your song when the well runs dry. Come rushing round the bend and ease this troubled mind. Sun, shine on, glitter and gold, warm on my face to the petals unfold. In times when we don't know just which way to go, out there on your own, guide us back home. Wind, blow your breeze, soft and low. Breathe your life back into these bones. And earth, hold me tight when I'm coming undone. Roots, be my refuge when there's no place left to run. In times when we don't know just which way to go, out there on your own, guide us back home. Guide us, oh guide us back home. River, sing your song when the well runs dry. Man, the feedback. Last but not least, actually I don't need this. It's a little loud tune, hold on. Sorry.
Well, that's close enough. Anyway, so this last one is called The Hands of Time. I'm always bad at describing my songs. They're just a lot of feelings. This one in particular is just sort of about the mysteriousness of how everything unfolds and just kind of surrendering to that, just there's some things we'll never know or never understand. So that's sort of the thought piece for this. Yeah.
Feel the seasons turning tide. Lost transmission for a one-track mind. Cold wind, yeah, it cuts right through. Leaving nothing but a shell of you. Yeah, these things, they come and go. They come and go. The hands of time will never know. Will never know. Another fire, lungs full of smoke. Burning desire, just can't let go. All the words you ever said, was it all just pretend? Yeah, these things, they come and go. They come and go. The hands of time will never know. Will never know. Slips away before my eyes. Gotta let it pass me by. 'Cause yeah, these things, they come and go. They come and go. The hands of time will never know. Will never know. Yeah, these things, they come and go. They come and go. The hands of time will never know. Will never know. This much I know.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody loves your voice. And Melissa said, I bet that girl could sing Janis Joplin. Have you ever sung Janis Joplin songs? She has, Melissa. So you're dead on with that one. Awesome. Very cool. And, you know, and I do believe I saw our founder, Dave Adams, I believe is watching from California, Los Angeles, I believe. I believe. He's either watching on the Acoustic Guitar Project or my page. I couldn't tell. I've got one on the laptop and the other on my phone trying to keep track of everything. So thanks, Dave, for tuning in. If you've just joined us recently, please let us know that you're watching. We'd love to hear from you and tell us where you're watching from. We really enjoy seeing that. And I guarantee you, the comments that you're making are awesome, and the artists will go back and watch the live stream and respond to them, I just know. And we sure appreciate you taking time out of your Monday evening to be here with us. And thank you so much for that. Well, our next artist, Jonathan New, is a lifelong resident of Somerset. Somerset is, I'm in Winchester, in central Kentucky, so Somerset is about an hour and a half, 2 hours? About 2 hours. He was born the son of a preacher man. That sounds like a song. Okay, inside joke. But anyway, he was born the son of a preacher man and chose music as his life's ambition. He has solo albums to his credit, one called My Guitar and I, and the other For the Amusement. And I have both, and they are fabulous. He is also featured on many regional artist recordings, playing many different instruments. He's a one-man band, folks. If you ever get to see him live when he does his solo gigs, he plays it all. You can find Jonathan performing at coffee shops, pubs, festivals, patios, church, and on lead guitar in the Rachel Crow Band. He says, I'm just passing through and want to entertain while I'm here. Enjoy. And I know you will. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jonathan New.
Howdy. This here's a song I wrote about my hometown of Somerset and driving back and forth between Nashville and Somerset, Kentucky. And this is on my first album, My Guitar and I. It's called All the Roads Around Here. All the roads round here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Well, all the roads round here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Politics round here are the same as throughout the land. It took our tails up quarter to pick our county lawman. They say they serve people, but and they all still answer to the rich man living up on the hill. Well, all the roads round here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Well, all the roads round here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Well, all the farms around here are being sold. The corporate world has amber, hard land in a stranglehold. Well, every 5 feet here, there sits a church. They meet 3 times a week for all that is worth. Well, all the roads around here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Well, all the roads around here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Well, all the roads around here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Well, all the roads around here, they never change. I've been down every one and they all look the same. Thank you so much. You can find that on my Reverb Nation, or you can come see me in person. I'll sing it for you, or got it on a CD. You can pay me to sing it for you. Thanks to the Acoustic Guitar Project for having me on this. It's been a pretty fun little experience. This next song is I got it on my second album, and you can stream it everywhere. And it's a song I wrote about my protest of not cutting my hair in order to keep a minimum wage job that I hated. And I'm going to dedicate this to my buddy Bryce over here. It's called Hide My Hippie. Well, minimum wage warrants minimum effort, and it all seems fair. But my minimum wage, it buys me bread and water. I can't afford to cut my hair, the pink slip me. I gotta hide my hippie. I gotta hide my hippie. What you think about that? I gotta stuff my ponytail up underneath my hat. Dang Skippy, I gotta hide my hippie. For pennies a day, while I alone can feed a hungry kid, or give my dollar to some fat barber who don't look like he needs it, he ain't clipping me. I gotta hide my hippie. I gotta hide my hippie. What you think about that? I gotta stuff my ponytail up underneath my hat. Dang Skippy, I gotta hide my hippie. For what it's worth, I go to the church to be the focus point of critical stares. It turns out some of God's good people's got a problem with the length of my hair, and then it hits me. Jesus looked like a hippie. I gotta hide my hippie, even though it's not a sin. 'Cause the Savior, man, he had long hair too. And man, they crucified him, passed the hat to me, brother. I gotta hide my hippie. Dang Skippy, I gotta hide my hippie. Thank you. She got me patted back there. So I didn't know exactly what I was going to write about before I got this guitar, before I got cedar. I'm the type of person I have to write when the inspiration hits, and sometimes it hits often, and then sometimes it takes a break. And so then I just didn't know what I was going to write about. I'd been busy gigging and been busy farming, so I wasn't in necessarily right mode. And then the day before I got cedar, I had a pretty bad experience at a music festival that I was asked to play at. And I'm not going to call them out or call them by name. But it sure does help to get over it by writing about it. I don't know about you, but like writing is like therapeutic for me at times, cathartic. And this was one of those cases. I got asked to play this festival, and then when the flyer came out, my name was misspelled on it. And that really made me mad. And then I couldn't find out how much I was getting paid. So I decided I would go on and play the festival. Because I don't like to leave any stone unturned. And I should have stayed home, but it's a good thing I went because I got this song out of it. Is this coming through? Is it coming through? I can't hear it.
I'm waiting on it. He says yes. It's not coming.
Buddy, I don't know.
It's not. Is the sound up on the
The tuner's off and the volume's cranked.
check the cord on the DI?
Oh, it looks like it's pulled out. We got a guitar now. We got it now. All right, so then, I had this real bad experience. So then when I got the guitar, then I was like, I've got inspiration. So I write in this song like I'm some big bad person, which I'm not, but you can be 10 foot tall and bulletproof in song. So this is called Slow Your Roll. Some days it pours, some days it rains, some days I wake up, everyone's a pain. You better slow your roll, and don't need none of your fast rigmarole. You better slow your roll, 'cause I'm about to lose control. I'm just a simple farm boy from South Kentucky, but that doesn't mean you better try your luck. You better slow your roll, and don't need none of your big city rigmarole. You better slow your roll, 'cause this farm boy's gonna lose control. Well, I'm capital Jonathan. That's the name my mama gave me when she brought me in. You better slow your roll, and don't need none of your disrespect, rigmarole. You better slow your roll, 'cause mama's boy's about to lose control. You talk a big talk on the end of the line, but I could be at your doorstep at any time. You better slow your roll, and don't need none of your tough phone talk, rigmarole. You better slow your roll, 'cause I'm about to lose control. Well, I pray to the Lord every day, but I'm gonna lose my religion. You keep talking that way. You better slow your roll, and don't need none of your tough rigmarole. You better slow your roll, 'cause I'm about to lose control. You better slow your roll. 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 You better slow your roll, 'cause I'm about to lose control. You better slow your roll, 'cause I'm about to lose control. Thank you.
I gotta know, how many keys did you go through? 7. So here's, as the songwriter in me is going, so what made you choose to do that?
Heartfelt songs.
Yeah.
And that mine wasn't necessarily like a deep, heartfelt song, so I was trying to dress it up a bit.
Is that okay?
And overcome my weak voice and my not being good.
I mean, when I first listened to it, my ear wasn't expecting it. And so I'm like, what? And then I'd go back a little bit, and I'm like, oh yeah, that works. And then, but I thought it was great. And so I thought, how many keys is he going through? So that's pretty cool. All right. Okay, well, everybody really liked Hide My Hippie. That's cool. Good deal. I'm just kind of skimming through some of our comments. Catchy song, sounds good. Hide My Hippie. There's Dave. He's actually, Dave Adams is the founder, as I mentioned. He's actually watching from Venice Beach, California. I said LA earlier. I was mistaken. Awesome. Very cool. Okay. Excuse me. That's called Kentucky Crud. Happens about this time of year. Okay. Coming up next, Bryce Taylor. Bryce Ernest Taylor delights audiences with his talent, energy, and insight. This artist, musician, psychologist, lover of life gives testament to the enduring excitement and mystery of living in this beautiful yet sometimes troubled world. While he began singing, playing guitar, and writing songs at an early age, the seeds of his passion remained mostly below surface for years. Perhaps fed by the experiences of love, marriage, fatherhood, and a career as a psychologist, these seeds have grown as Bryce has discovered more fully his passion for songwriting and sharing his music with others. Although he used his music in therapy sessions, it grew into performances at coffee shops and bars in Texas, South Carolina, and Indiana. And he realized music needed to be closer to the center of his life. Now, true to himself as an artist, living among the rolling hills and flowing streams of Kentucky, Bryce is intentional about communicating and connecting with others through music and is truly cultivating this musical garden with audiences large and small, near and far away. Well, Bryce, Kentucky is glad to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, please
Short
welcome,
book.
yes, Bryce Ernest Taylor.
Oh man, did I don't know who wrote that. Okay, so yeah, it's wonderful to be here, and yeah, I get to hear all these wonderful artist songs, and not just their Cedar song, which is wonderful. And I'm gonna play some songs here. Am I coming through guitar-wise? Okay. Yeah, so this first song is a song, this is my elevator introduction. It's a song about the importance of live music and keeping it around. It was written before COVID, but man, it sure hits home more now. What happens to the music when we make it a game? Vote on voices whose will rise to fame. What happens to the songs we used to sing by the fire? When you played on the trains and sang the songs in you Did somebody say yours just wouldn't do? Did it fade to a whisper till no one heard? And the subways were silent along with the bars. We digest our tunes, the fumes of our cars, and this coffee just tastes more bitter without you singing here. What happens to the music when producers use their power to cookie-cut love songs, sell us plastic flowers, removing most everything ripe with meaning? They want predictable lines, but we're twisted by the times. I prefer to dig deep, find my inner John Prine, where the simple seeds of story grow melodies for me. For the subways are silent along with the bars. We digest our tunes, the fumes of our cars, and this coffee just tastes more bitter without you singing here. Won't you come back? I wanna hear those songs bouncing off the walls, complete with their flaws, and watch you hold the music in your palm and breathe life back into it. What happens to the music when it becomes commodity, purchased, downloaded, nothing flowing between you and me? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Oh, we have a say before the subways grow silent along with the bars. We digest our tunes, the fumes of our cars, and this coffee just tastes more bitter without you singing here. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, the other song. This is I think it's my brandest newest song. I haven't played out very much, and the brief introduction is that it's a song I wrote kind of for my younger self back before I met my wife, or as I was meeting my wife and deciding that I needed to do relationships a little bit different than I did before I met her. So this is called, what's the name of it? Another Way. I guess it could also apply to doing other things differently. Okay. I was living alone. Alone was not what I wanted to be. Wanted to share my home only with someone made just for me. Oh, if ever the time was right. It wasn't that night. No, the stars were not aligned. And you don't read my mind way the other lovers could before. I don't feel a part of me's ripped from my heart. You haven't mastered the art of storming out the door. Have to work at what I say, so you'll understand my silly ways. Some things are worth the effort at the end of the day. And I'm falling in love with this life, can't seem to get enough. And I'm finding that being more gentle makes me more tough. All the things I did at the start only seem to break my heart. And I'm finding I've gotta try another way. Well, I looked in my mind, didn't know what I'd find in this messy room. Now I'm sorting and folding, breath releasing and holding, making space for dreams to bloom. Oh, entropy is real. Balancing thoughts with how I feel. A little chaos now and then is just part of the deal. And I'm falling in love with this life, can't seem to get enough. Yeah, I'm finding that being more gentle makes me more tough. Oh, the things I did at the start only seem to break my heart. And I'm finding I gotta try another way. Oh yeah, I'm falling in love with this life, gets stronger every day. And I'm finding that this little ripple could become a wave. All the things did at the start only seem to break my heart. And I'm finding I've gotta try another way. Yeah, I'm finding a better way. Right. So, my wife says that she calls me, what does she say I am? Optimist on the verge of denial is what she says. So, and I think she's kind of right. I tend to try to look at the bright side of things. Let me get this real quick. How do you do it? Does it work? Yeah. Not sure that works. It's tuning, but it's saying the wrong letters, so we'll see. Okay, I guess I could have been talking while I'm doing this. That's what the professionals do. Yeah, so this is, what do you need? Oh, there we go. Thank you. The sound, hand for the sound guy. Yes, he keeps us going. And he got the sound coming out of this guitar. So, yeah, so this is a song that I wrote on cedar. I got the guitar. Like I said, my wife said I was an optimist in the verge of denial. And so for folks like me and for all of us, I think the past several years have been or a few years have been pretty difficult. And I've had to come to grips with there are some bad things out there in the world. And bad people perhaps too, but mostly just some bad stuff. And anyway, I got this guitar, and it's called cedar, and I like wood, and so I like Native American legends, and so I looked up some on the cedar tree, and there's one about lightness and darkness, and the Reader's Digest version is that the early people asked the Creator to get rid of night because they didn't like night anymore, and so he made it all day, and then they didn't like that because then it was too hot, and so then he made it all night, and they didn't like that because then people died because there wasn't food, and so they turned it back to the way it is now and the way it should be, where there's light and dark together. And the cedar tree was created to put the spirits of the people that had died in the darkness as a way of commemorating them. Cedar is also the tree. This is the end of my lecture. Cedar is one of the trees that grows first after a forest fire, and so that was something significant too. And those things made it into the song. Cedar is the chest, the foot of our bed, memories of ancestors long since dead, wisdom, the diet, good life is fed. Oh, troubled are the times we find ourselves in. Though our fathers, mothers said, never again, building walls, not bridges, will trap our spirits in. Whoa, we can wish for only day, but we miss the dreams at night, all those seeds laying in the darkness. I need a little light. Little bad with the good is a way of life. Gotta keep up the fight. Some things we just want, we think we need. Sometimes it's hard to draw the line between just desire and greed. Sometimes I wonder, how many mouths could this feed? Oh, we could wish for only day, we'd miss those dreams at night. Those seeds laying in the darkness need a little light. A little bad with the good is a way of life. Gotta keep up the fight. Oh, well, there's wisdom in the earth and sky, in that cedar chest. Wisdom, if you listen, give that shouting a rest. Can't afford to shut our ears, close our eyes, satisfied, feeling blessed. Whoa, we could wish for only day. There's mystery in that night. No one lives in darkness when another's touched their life. Cedar will rise to remind us we can survive together after the fire. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you. And thanks for being a part of this, the acoustic.
Yeah. Awesome. How about another round of applause for our artists? Yeah. Melinda Lucas says, we love Bryce. Melinda Lucas. They love you. And I feel it is my duty, because I think Jonathan needs to know this. Let me find it here. Do you know this person? Her name is Elle. Elle knew that would be Jonathan's wife. This was this was her comment. Jonathan, now she made the comment after the last song. So remember, he told you what his inspiration was for the last song, or the project song. It was Cedar. Said Jonathan wouldn't have had need to write that song if he had listened to his wife. Sometimes that's okay. This is one of those times. I was trying really hard not to chuckle out loud when that popped up. Oh my goodness, so many awesome people are watching. If you're watching and you haven't chimed in and commented to tell us that you're watching or where you're watching from, please do. We really would like to know, and so we can thank you. Gosh, what an awesome evening, and some incredible singer-songwriters. I got to tell you, I've been a singer-songwriter longer than I can remember, but since I retired from teaching, I was a band director, and I retired in the school year of 2019, so I dodged the COVID bullet. But I've really gotten more involved, because I have the time in the singer-songwriter community and in doing things. And I never really knew how much talent is in Kentucky, musician-wise or singer-songwriter-wise. It's amazing. And that community has blessed me tremendously. I have my own songwriter showcase that I do and invite people in. And then this. And that association with tonight's artists and all the artists that I've been blessed to have in my life or come through my life have really left a handprint on my heart. And I'm so thankful. And I'm really thankful that God gave me the gift of music, because these people are awesome. And I want to thank you all so much. Again, I know I've told you this, but I'm going to say it live. Appreciate you giving up a week and going through all the tech difficulties on the computer. And with a recorder, we had troubles with a recorder, so we had to get another one through the project. You know, anytime you're working with technology, just be prepared for something. But we made it. We got through the Artist Week. They got all their stuff uploaded. Everything is live. So really do go to the acousticguitarproject.com. And you want to go to cities and click Lexington, and you'll get to see all their songs that they did here tonight. It's an audio and some videos that they made as well. So please check that out, and check all the other stuff going on that page. What artists singer-songwriters from other cities and countries are doing. It's really quite amazing to think that we're doing the same thing somebody in London is doing, or Australia. It's pretty cool. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And before we say goodnight, I have some other thank yous that I feel that, and I want to acknowledge. First off, for Calvary Christian Church, my church, for the use of this wonderful facility and the equipment to be able to bring to you listening this wonderful live stream. There's been comments on how good the sound is, and and the lighting in the stage, and just a great presentation. And that's because of my church, Calvary Christian Church, allowing us to do this here. So thank you so much for that. Yes. And volunteers, my goodness, we have Sean Watkins, running sound tonight, and double duties, sound and graphics and things. We have Kathy Smith back in the production booth running production, so thank you, Miss Kathy. Let's give her, both of those a round of applause. And there was another young lady who helped tonight, and she got mad at me when I said her name earlier, so let's just say it's the same person that set up the lighting that I mentioned earlier, who came in a distress call. I sent up the bat signal, and she was here to help us take care of a few things. So thank you to her. Let's see, guitar sponsors. Courier's Music World, Miss Catherine Courier in Richmond, and Catalyst Music Group for making it possible to get Cedar. It was, when I took over, I was adamant about getting a good guitar, and one that would help the songwriting process, not hinder. And I hope I did well. I think everybody seems to enjoy Cedar and playing on him. So thank you to Catherine and Catalyst Music Group. Round of applause for that. Another gentleman you heard me mention, Mr. Dave Adams, founder of the Acoustic Guitar Project, who every time I've ever needed anything, I just make a phone call or a text, and I have what I need. So thank you, Dave, for a wonderful project. It's yielding much fruit, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it. So thank you for pursuing this. I really do. I think it's wonderful. And this next thank you that I have is to RS Guitar Works, who is here in Winchester. And traditionally, any money that we get through donations or whatever to the project, we give to a project of RS Guitar Works called Guitars for Kids. And during the holidays, and I'm blessed to be able to help them with this, we go through the Angel Tree program, and we contact schools in just all over Kentucky, looking for kids who want a guitar for Christmas, but maybe mom and dad just can't make it happen. Or Santa Claus just can't quite make it happen. So we get names, and we make sure that they're, if Santa Claus can't deliver, RS Guitar Works delivers, and there is a guitar under their tree. The last year before COVID hit, last year was kind of a bust, but the year before that, I think it was like 86 guitars they were able to put under somebody's tree. So yeah, that's 86 hearts that were touched, and it's a wonderful, wonderful project. Because of COVID last year, they still have the funding for the project for last year. But I would like to ask, if you are watching this evening, 2 weeks ago our downtown was flooded here in Winchester, bad. And RS Guitar Works was hit by that flood, and pretty much they had to gut their building. If you watch, you can RS Guitar Works on Facebook, you watch the videos, and I think the drywall is cut up to maybe 3 or 4 feet. It's gone. I mean, they literally have to go in and redo the building. And the wood that they lost, their inventory of wood and some of the machinery, it has hit them pretty hard. So I'm just gonna ask. You know, they have blessed so many kids, and they take care of Cedar for us. I take Cedar down, he gets a tune-up, they adjust the neck, or whatever needs to be done so he's in top shape. They do it out of the goodness of their hearts. So if you could possibly help them out, just go to the rsguitarworks.com. You can go to their website or their Facebook page, And they have a GoFundMe going right now. Please search your heart, pray about it, and if you feel led, please make a donation to them. They are very involved in our community here in Winchester and other places, and they have great big hearts. And right now, they need our help. So if you feel led to help them out, I know they would really appreciate it. I would personally like to thank, as I already said, these talented singers and songwriters for saying yes when I made the invitation. And to our audience, whether here or online, thank you again for sharing your evening with us. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up and simply say good night. God bless you all. And we hope to see you next year for the 2022 Kentucky edition of the Acoustic Guitar Project. Thank you all so much, and see you next year.